as mandated. Said Kunini Shannon, no sober. But there have been mixed feelings in the readings of what he said.
Mr. Speaker, we did not arrest the dollar. We strengthened the CD to put up a good fight against the other currencies. Mr. Speaker, we did not arrest the dollar. We strengthened the CD to put up a good fight against the other currencies. And I'm pleased to report to this House that the CD appreciated by 40.7% against the US dollar and by 30.9% against the British pound and by 24% against the euro. Mr. Speaker, Ghana's economic turnaround is broad-based and comprehensive. All sectors of the Ghanaian economy have witnessed remarkable improvement in our first year in office. And most importantly, Ghana's economy has surpassed the 100 billion mark for the first time. And as I said, it is projected to place Ghana among the top 10 largest economies in Africa. Mr. Speaker, our reserves currently stand at $13.8 billion from $8.9 billion at the end of 2024. This covers 5.7 months of import. A key driver of this development has been the establishment of the Ghana Gold Board. By formalizing gold exports, we have reduced smuggling, we have increased recorded exports in the artisanal and small-scale mining sector from 63.6 tons to 103 tons. And we've channeled that foreign exchange into our economy. Mr. Speaker, when the CD stabilizes, imported inflation falls, businesses can plan better, and household incomes improve. Mr. Speaker, we did not arrest the dollar. We strengthened the CD to put up a good fight against the other currencies. Mr. Speaker, we did not arrest the dollar. We strengthened the CD to put up a good fight against the other currencies. And I'm pleased to report to this House that the CD appreciated by 40.7% against the US dollar and by 30.9% against the British pound and by 24% against the euro. Mr. Speaker, Ghana's economic turnaround is broad-based and comprehensive. All sectors of the Ghanaian economy have witnessed remarkable improvement in our first year in office. And most importantly, Ghana's economy has surpassed the 100 billion mark for the first time. And as I said, it is projected to place Ghana among the top 10 largest economies in Africa. Mr. Speaker, our reserves currently stand at $13.8 billion from $8.9 billion at the end of 2024. This covers 5.7 months of import. A key driver of this development has been the establishment of the Ghana Gold Board. By formalizing gold exports, we have reduced smuggling, we have increased recorded exports in the artisanal and small-scale mining sector from 63.6 tons to 103 tons. And we've channeled that foreign exchange into our economy.
Okay.
Mr. Speaker, when the CD stabilizes, imported inflation falls, businesses can plan better, and household incomes improve.
Okay.
Mr. Speaker, we did not arrest the dollar. We strengthened the CD to put up a good fight against the other currencies.
Okay. So I just that all Jan. So clearly, as usual, some jabs from His Excellency the President, and to the current state of the nation. It is expected that MPP or minority will do the true state, because it was predicted by the minority leader Federal Markins. But the pay yebedi kobo na yahwe said the near city about the say ya Mamene Dr. Danka Ata or a governance expert yadi new komo na yanhwe and some His Excellency John Dramani Mahama bro so do ya pay marche
yeah papa
wadama ompombo ko de
amina dum ye hu ye na mo so a
oba de adom yanso ye hu ye pa etiefo ne ahwefo eda ase anopan
so me da wase me chia wo ina.
All right, dog mame nyo a general overview on a state of the nation address His Excellency John Dramani Mahama eko kind and made ya o hwe the overall nature of a year sector so bobo so obi aye governance expert no o general overview on it say
Yo me da se na me chia wo tie fu na wa hwe fu so ina sekekani na bom da baka da state of the nation address no man no am the nyema akoye esen afibia atwom sekekani na bom ya baka da it was good another no ye nyema ni na la ankodo da me ya hwehwe de na me gidi da as oman no ya sha so baabi me gidi da betum ya bi baabi wo mra ya be ya nhihye papa nti we sikwan do ole ya papa da no de ina ya bon nti in a way no betum akade wa ya de baabi also there ya kasa ho ya hwe de je wo be yen so a won ye no am de me pem no so ya baka wasam that's it.
Enti doc say we ka say we better than other ones say twam a there keynotes and I will pick it free man a man here better than the previous ones I are witnessing.
Yo adopeni mpeda me politics bebre me peda me ka some assets where in the economic indicators by 2 years actually manada we should be able to come na on yet today says ya ayi kwa lintu muke bibia no botuma akada dollar to cedi another cedi to dollar ya de yesika cedi ya to dollar no ho bibia no on na me bibia na fuel na bo na me ni na ye kabo ma ye hu de sisi ade nyame adomala another nhihye papa wo de gba akwa minti oyesi immebi atwom wa sha ase na wo ye no ye tse de wo se o ayi se ye bidi bunya dollar bokoso ya di bunya dollar koso o aba no ontua ka ntina dollar na ye sid na ye stable aba no ontua ka isu sid me still ay stable intino the way you to ma atwom ho a the bottom akada oyesi ma atwom yet me ya to the passengers want to Lord Fredo mu gudu a watito do me ye gudu a watito do se onko nima dollar no mo boto no onko nima memo o ibe no chirima Ghana yesika no hori ya dia obi anyi ho ono NDC MPP wo fan tonje me ye mo abadu de why ade osande wo ma indicators na another nyemo o chede o mai no ko nima no o ye fa another ayi ja so de bo abadu nye manyina na ayi mo ye ne botum ya kan wasam na bidiso ayi ji yamo abano
so ohwe abra president kwa no gun se minority for ni kra koko mu signal president on the current state of yankoko price already a response from His Excellency the President. Would you say sir he was able to address the current situation on the cocoa?
Koko Samedi, Nukwani, the Biawano, I mean, never pay a cocoa farmer, mean to make an amon Jama Bibia, a quadruma yada, near Oyazin Pa, Mrs. Queen, and Coco. But make us say, what to cocoa in my good baby, Nancy Sierra, about a watch to cocoa no da. Oh no, yes, and papa. On the means I am Kada Jama, I ask some papa the watch to cocoa do, baby. I ask some papa, no mum, the share politicians now back out there. On them dollar, Ako Femuti. Sika was the Mohono, on no sort of them previously was the Mohon. And so, no value another. I just can go to my or say, time na edging. That is their own conversation. But, Simamunia, or no economics day, or back out there. Let me get 30 cities. Let's say, I said, maybe 20 cities. We are one name budget, the mass. And you know, as for president, so I am expert in communication. And you know, we could share them no Lakasa. Obaka, no a politician. Obaka, ma yinala, atoya asum to them, Okano. Nemo, Emi Yoko, Nukwani, Atu Sikaram to that, on the main engine, what I'm adding more. And you the Ghana in a be a Roma, nay budget, watch you could on the Oyasam Papa. Until next time, want to more Yansha Papa. And politicians here waiting some too much because I buy now when criminal or to Bunu could be identity. About not in China or the two. As I know what to limited today, enjoy the 2 1 year. One you should kakra, another way of projections. More convinced as Anna Watu. Also because of politics in it. Confusion walk on the Muka the Muba, and also. What they are what you go to my sister Maba. Now, some of you walk out of Kuku. I am so disappointed and made there. What's I'm going to walk away audit beer, walk away audit be. They be so there, Obia by Bambo. No one foresee you there, what's the hormone. A question want to be asking me to can here. I don't know the can here there. By your situational analysis, situational analysis now, Ben. The more the thing that I'm called the wire and the dada. Mase bibi ankoye ya bibi atachima ehu dem obey botum a project another botum a planning 1 year 2 year another 3 years or 5 years strategically ma sector na wodasha onsan etumpo dem ma sama be le baka chem de e kwa koye audit da e wono so me won ya again
enti said ya wo kan yehu se indicators near inflation and all that. But a typical Ghanaian said the Biaoka, yet the Yunhun or Yembotum, Yankoto Kumno, and show president the comment on the GDP, the growth of the economy now. As a governance expert, who will say satisfactory there to the ordinary Ghanaian?
Satisfaction, you know why research in that. Why satisfied because day ebinum wakubalento yem eye la obitida me indicators no aye papa asemodi nti se bisema emi makada why are they so one year me makuma rehwehwe the man also ebia banka also expectation na rehwehwe no ebia wa achieve but it doesn't mean that in a whole you can in abuma 1 year why are they Ghana for no sisiala yebotum yaka the SSC bude dodo nala where yaji Morocco do esin previously no anye you kra $100 $1 fuel number abefom into good no when you dipa kakra ashesi ya pompa de ubotum wa maintain it is the kamboma governance and leadership in no e bija tum de the compare previously there on the yebotum akade nyama asesa kakra ejidi de oyema Ghana the ehwe kwan de nyama ba sesa pa ma NDC na MPP nala ti ma mufuni nala ya ho atwe ache sesiara and me ka da why are they
okay dog out of pay ma ya na ase bebre so
so me da wase che mo ti frina
atiefo ni ahwefo jo so Dr. Danka Ata ala no pay what is ye no edi komo no a governance expert. So on the State of the Nation address, of course, we saw the minority proud to even Sir President Berua floor of parliament no na yehu yenya by Checheku report or the by yehu what will happen no matter a day what they want to do. Yombesa president that president so by here he touched on cocoa. Of course he admitted say as a president he's not even happy. Of course President Biano bit Babaka so happy because cocoa did the oya there bedrenu baby. But the doings no it's not that of his. But also currently idea we are seeing that crisis. And everyone you listen to majority leader about all close it up now. He made mention of Ivory Coast, the situation around Ade Akye, but people are also saying say sometimes they maybe say it shouldn't be done based on assumptions on report, but you can know the realities are and because already people are peeved when it comes to cocoa. But idea me will say aban so communicating here say there's a distinction kakra. So tie president here and he has been saying this on most of the lectures, and the baby obenya opportunity to talk. So what now on cocoa ne bad that dear one I had you on the other no music mine. And there 3,000 and you betray 3,000 plus 90 betray. Them of their friend are the baba. LBCs the baba tono. And none are be affected with the new prices. It is a yajo dear that now call or bags call bags no quarter but sika name by there. You expect Sadi and cry ya and ya na cocoa cratch for those of their fire equia for yenny. So cocoa quarter da. Then ya fe never call a quarter da. No question a woman say. And ya na kada dano and ye betray amount. Yen kotua kamono no. Basa fe na cocoa na LBCs ne ba betwa. And a new price no 2,000 no dear. Ombetia. Eti entra ma cocoa ya fa kwadada no. I want cratchy bia me catch or say said I don't want the announcement no. Cause one share ya. A man for befa ho edibronya pa. I know what I'm talking about. And ya man in Ruan Sana the report abre say this is what is happening. It is a go quarter. Expect to get the old price. Farmers ya me ni na ho. A border na cocoa cratch no ban also the bro. Ultimate mechanics is same bia nchero. Eji akira ma wa hwe ya then kofobia take advantage of this. Ti border no about 2,000 na affair no so akwa ebibio. To cocoa dada. Dia ko na kope eno. There's a lot our president can hear about the 24-hour economy. Expectedly, this should be the 24-hour market. Now, I don't have problem with the policies, the ideas that about not only to NDC abang. But sometimes, say ya and but you remind ourselves kakra. In the 2025 State of the Nation address, now you SEC in up to now, to get a true reflection and a true picture. What year 26 in except kakra, but year 25 I
think that is what will bring back the confidence that we all want. We'll let him see.
For the conversation.
Okay, so Kave monye ma'am.
And as always,
monye ma'am. This is the prelims. This is the prelims.
Protocol.
Kave this is the prelims.
Humbly choose a different path of accommodation and cooperation with all stakeholders. Economy. We don't believe in building single standalone STEM schools. We believe that STEM must be part of the curriculum of every secondary school. Mr. Speaker, regional TVET centers of excellence will be established to provide practical skills. Every region will get a TVET center of excellence to expand technical and vocational education training. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, Ghana has consistently missed its gross tertiary enrollment targets with a rate below 22%, far from the 40% goal that has been set by 2030. Despite over 460,000 secondary graduates coming out annually, 55% qualify for tertiary education, and only 35%, 161,000 of the 460,000 enroll in tertiary education, leaving over 300,000 without access. To address this, government is introducing a no-fee stress policy to eliminate tertiary admission fees, which currently serve as a barrier to higher education for some students. This will be supported by an enhanced student loan scheme, which is called the Student Loan Plus. The no-fee policy will also cover all persons with disabilities. And for emphasis, persons with disabilities will pay no fees for tertiary education throughout their study. And so PWDs who gain admission to tertiary institutions will pay no fees. Additionally, TVET enrollment will be increased from 11% to 20% to boost employment. Mr. Speaker, rising enrollment has strained university infrastructure, causing overcrowding and inadequate accommodation. We are determined to expand access, improve quality, and align tertiary education with national goals, particularly in STEM. Feasibility studies for new public universities or campuses of existing universities to be established in the 6 new regions will commence this year. Seed funding for these projects will come from the GET Fund in order to enhance access. Government will this year engage with the existing public universities to identify suitable sites on their campuses, acquired lands, for the implementation of the private sector participation in the provision of hostels project. This is a partnership between government, the universities, and private investors to expand hostel capacity on their campuses. This will allow more students to be accommodated on the campuses to allow for a better learning environment. Mr. Speaker, academic freedom will be upheld. We will not interfere in the administration of our tertiary universities. And our hope is that the institutions will...
Okay, so that was... so in 2025, prior to 2025 State of the Nation Address, so His Excellency the President, that was a time and now no stress-free, no stress-free, everyone say stress-free fees, but no stress fees, no. But it was surprising and unfortunate say the stress-free fees na nkasa na yekan. It was a point in time. The idea that gave birth to a no stress fees policy no was say a bedroom baby na nkwadani ko school no ekwadani ko school no akwadani ski akro akwa ko school na be problem man ti bedroom na akwadani bin pa obere results no kama but there be a time no the parents no entimi mboabo ne huye but akwadana pass kama suku akra opekra wanya but the parent emra ode boabo ne ho enemra oko suku no e ade todo bia ya short pa anti ada ofo ne brepa And if that is so, dear, young for policy be mrase. Akwara sa time nya fe no oba be process say ekwa akopɛ senate no because already I feel kra no real school nim. Ti sa dia aban be fa ho ka omunko level 100 no. 2-bedroom level 200 one system now to apply for senate and all that. And Senate Dr. Bawumiamu time they did well say time I go university ube brasa garanta kura wu bi. Ba fe bedroom be say onya Ghana card you are good to go. Yes that time pass obenya garanta. Hey, now bro, wabusu ya penyu kura mpesa obe guarantee amount. Who of our kura mpesa obe guarantee amount. It's now very stressful. But with the idea from Dr. Bawumia say, oh, you are doing the system, say all that you need is your Ghana card. It is a level 100 now by Besoma Senate Triadia. Nyole kakra na you find money to do that payment. Level 200 medro online be a Senate no matima ye. You should Bawumia method na with the Ghana card na fi wenyeska. So these are brilliant ideas from the NDC and MPP. But unfortunately for us, and Kwada don't have to stress before say obe apply na so tie ye kra ye twa usika ni biamo. Aban na twa bi de but nyo mu nyina na ebetima ka say they paid. But me my dear me how ni say adia the concept ni say eba be yi how stress every one. And Kwada don't have to stress up na fei wa apply ni apeska no bi e di amount. So the main focus, the main reason, yade ya sa stress free no fees no yentimi anchivu as 2025 no. Cause the bosia na akwakope also akope bosia na ansa. Se wa nya bia e kire se school no ntimi nko. And exactly the same thing that we wanted to avoid. Sa niama na ane pesi esi anu kwan. Sa niama na de chichiri 2025. So what I'm saying is say I am not worried about the policies and the keka, but I am not the ha me pa ni say idea ni kama. Na idea ne ba be drawie no na akoye bibi basa. The idea of nkokon kitenkete eye kama. Afedru be me ka chem se me die kira me hunu the Minister of Agriculture for no mu yewu. E won nkokon kite I say ye was kebi wo baby yankwa jemfa meye nkokɔ na omom de be ye fine omom de be ye twitwa betivi say aban ne ye nkokɔ nkitikite omom de anye no there is no accountability or whatsoever. That is kebi ne wo baby ne wo se dibie ba sa nkokɔ nkitikite policy ka district bia ye farms, poultry farms, and people who are not getting job to do no. Sa for near mom poultry farm no mkoye adwuma. Rather than say them kokobema individuals that we cannot even account for. Cause what idea ba ko say ye di yi insufficiency say nkokɔ ne ayenya bebre wo man mu a o se kra bi ba je a lot of dollars eko ema system ne yedin. We want to avoid those things. But trying to avoid those things, you know, ye ntimi anya a proper solution amano. Tiasa that's a question konso nyanko do gina kwentia. So going through the State of the Nation address, you know, His Excellency the President Ekanyama Bibra is pleasing. They say there are other places to say Bruno region, Ambenya, and I think Savannah, one of the places, where was it? I think about 3 regions are. Ombabenya, a new, fresh airport. New airport. That is good, but I agree who could see saying because 24 hours no e buy na fe ne hwehwe junctions ni bi akeka dwomasi ani Tobia utia ujire chira na no kra de. I listened to one member of parliament, Honorable Adongo. Yeah, I listened to him parliament. Okay, so 24-hour economy no kra no. Enye chinchina say be 133 bit my 122. I was like Sompa FM. And I want to say 122, 222. What are these people saying? Policy, what be who ya? I buy your flagship programmer. Or they buy me. I am. I've heard I'm okay. Say a bit by 122, a bit by 133, a bit by then the found. You see, when the policy is not well thought through, the implementation becomes something else. The idea is brilliant, but to implement it, no. Now, IAB. Chief of Staff said there's no rush in doing 24-hour economy. Yes, there's no rush. But that was your flagship program. That is my problem. Your kind of flagship programmer. That is like the pinnacle of what you're doing. That is the apex. That's your apex. Or maybe I was in Free High School. When be also, you real moon now fee 60%, 70 now fat. Tell to that current near the boy home. I been be a na musuma ba mu ye be account. I get the holistic, you know. But what you say, 1% to cry bed ya. So my worry is not about the policy. My worry is about the implementation and the sustainability of that policy. That is my worry. Say they ne bad na dey bet me gina na ye no. I don't know me interest. So say ne bankwa dia na ne kankwa dia, of course anka enye issues sa. But the dia ba no ekwaye befa so abana ye ayeye no. Ene dey ye me dadwene. Arapay state of nation is very broad. But there's another story of concern. Arapay ma WhatsApp number 050-943-8500. But menye wadwinche ewo eye Mr. WhatsApp nkwane normal test. Our State of the Nation addresser, His Excellency the President Bema. Maybe our anger or sharing was a bit different. Until the angle that you are coming from. 050-943-8500. WhatsApp message in file. Any normal test. And then Facebook near Sompa 93.1. Sompa 93.1. Or share like that the comment and also Abba na menyane come and ma kenkan at the amount. There is something that is air cost we having. On him say currently MP Nkwama Omuni Edie, the National Petroleum Authority, says na bibia koba yamia dum Ghana yeni kura no yewo 5 weeks fango ebetimi aso yasene, meaning say a month and a week yentimi nu 2 months kura. Enti enei America, Israel, Iran talk ekoso. Say ships na I say edif oil ne ban. We are being told say mienu miensa kra there ya blasting, which carries about 20% of world oil. If you ask fango na ban, e kra be about 20%. Na ade akwa na ye hwe ne han a ye hwe na se ye hwe ne sa akwa ya hwe ebedru baabi no na abe ya de kese o, because ade na akwa no say ye 5 weeks se bibia betmasi a ye say oyo ne nkọ kakra also ye rese to so be refining kakra. But matters on security, yentimi fana bakosa. Enti tobi ayade ehwe bisa ani aka bisa, but alopa mamini komo na ene express ni komo ne ehwe. Yera Francis Ahovi Executive Secretary ma Global Security for Africa Research. Yera Francis alopa ma chen.
Ninya mi juso em se muhuye.
Nyame adom na so ne abusua no what say.
Yes, we are pa.
Good. Arapedia. Ya chua ram kakra. Efa the current tokwa kokoso Iran. Se say ya kete kra na Iran ni Israel. Fe kra de te say US. So then wa ba be ginam ene ohwa ya se abombe a foreign ministry the krata ba. Someone more Gulf countries in the take shelter. One more area where na AU di bia betum. Wadaroma. For the purpose of education, no. Yewram kakra wo Iran, Israel, USA, and Tokway. Ene ahunye hia a betim di abro mangana.
Yo, mida wase. First of all, how I bet me the bag Ghana ni say. One him say that Middle East mean this zone. They are very rich in oil production. So and him say because of and then the economy is largely driven by that. About me can transportation. The did there a biano. Yes me ye oil free. So on say it so sir. That means demand so from one moon a bit near as hot exploit or explore those oil and things. A very difficult. So it's going to cause what we call there will be high demand because oil no and also say will be holding intentionally. Say you know between man son and bet near there and called dream. So I want to just say it to lead to high cost of oil. Yeah, that so if things are not managed by other countries, we think that they are far from the war. No? At times, see the heat more than people who are close to it. So, increase in oil price can be something that can help what happen to us as Ghanaians. And El Basa, a bit near Mase, Yoma Big Bray, also bear the best near Sisa, and also best near high. One morning that I say, fuel and now the price only determine almost everything. Transportation, more gym, more food, everything. Almost say almost too much. I bet me must say even Gianni be also bet me affected. So I bet me I can say what is going on there. I say funny serious. Yeah. Try to just say then I be here and sana. So I didn't make me abrace.
Now Francis Obaga say ye free him the abedru ye de hu no ye TV so say bomb ne aircraft ne nam wiem ne Trump abekasa. What brought all these?
So one bit me would say a Basha who say Iran war and Casano. Who say any idea I bet me can say free. And it's isolated idea I bet 2 years you have to think about first of all no regional power rivalry. Obi say the power no so ten odie. Obi say the nuclear no so ye better than odie. So all of them they want to show where power lies. Obi bia person or train the power the hegemon you can't those countries are omo adwin say ye power ye kasa can't be any hobby. Who say US no sa de na onu bi na everywhere the US can go bomb, but there's no problem of human rights and also say against humanity. But obifu for yeah, that country there and social okunipa. So everything I can say, this regional power rivalry is a major cause. Iran seek strategic influence across Iraq. Or also on your influence the war, Iraq, Syria. Yekan Lebanon, any Yemen, also per se on ya that to me be almost aha. Now so yeah papa US and United States no also mass acquire so bet make say this expansion directly challenges Israel. So anamwa Iran to no ebe musa ebe adibia bet nya affect Israel. Yeah time Israel also for United States of America. Yeah, bet me bo you can say Gulf states. So what you correct then I bet me and sana that struggle no you better say enko Iran and also say enko Israel. So all those things it mean say those in tokwa hunu and also in tokwa and so bia so bet me so in a simple summary, the makes me say dominance, and also say one the makes me the one so or no this so by. So secondly, you know, I'm not the person the makes me the boss that I say you have a nuclear issue. So nuclear remain a central Iran nuclear ambition continue to generate suspicions in the West. So say obianim power yewo yen ka say Ghana Burkina Faso sisi maybe ba Africa ha. So Ghana onim say ahodim bena yen ka say Burkina Faso wo e ban no ye nuclear issue no yenim na Burkina Faso so no also onim the Ghana for so adena koyesa so e ba sa etinima say di ehu so obi o ho a obet try area here say ni wo nuclear we na me tu here me sure na hold this one ono so obetimi ayede ono so obetimi atudie bia obetimi ade ni sukuru so ebasa how can I prepare so that you know if there's any war I can stand victorious. So those are omuye nyama e kan it's very difficult and ya let's say who ho say oh, you want to try your friend and see or two bia na o say mo if you come to Africa again, say Africa no cultures view or what, or some spiritual powers, or more fear no, or the American acid. Okay, see how because a drobi or power be or for Bijuma. That is a person or try share or be or what, also was spiritual power on one. I also bear. So idea, then to me who know naked with our naked eye, but or more muki kasa power no. Money. So it is so on himself nipa na be oye or procedure oye bibia nipa na be hwase and now be collapse oye nipa no hwanye no that means the power that nipa no kita no sumbuche onu bi no so also be for people from so it is same thing that is happening in the Middle East in terms of their nuclear power and other things one na the power no but we are stronger than the other so those are some of the things I better say a crowd. So a basa, so everything I can say get also Nielsano. We can also talk about we must understand the role of proxy war. So a basa, also here, you can say Iran, any Israel or more Santokwa, very basic. So that you say US for on the same way you call the other side, no, Ghana, Russia. Any China also also Jina Iran. So that's how the whole balance it means my proxy war. So if there are proxy war across the global, as in here all besides things what can be the implication on us? Everyone says we as Ghanaians and Africans, we deal any other countries, you can say we deal. We have that bilateral. You can say friendship and other things. So a basa a bit now affect here because we are asoma a bit near council. So in a nutshell, that's what I would like to say.
And we know, friends, we bet me afre allies, other allies. I'm almost so I can be on board because it started with Israel. The relationship between Israel and US, especially Trump by bet me my other allies for Abian fans say Iran and other places so on board.
So let me say so it means that when we have been poor, also over what you say, my so because opportunity because only hope you ma onuna a bad security. Over to say na say your foreign minister only Ukraine for how we can strengthen our security. So then of course a bad that Ukraine or war, you can say or him and not to occur war. Yeah, as Ghanaians, we don't declare or we don't support any country per se. But a base Ukraine for almost so far. A bit say what we need from them. Say boy, my surveillance and now my weapon, the other things. A bit higher because we are not fighting directly. A bit high. So a base there are some countries can say okay. yes, Iran, so see Omuko war. Then they say, yes, so a book of war. How can we help? Yes, I am Kofuko. If you are also Omunya soldier for, but almost necessary. Muko war. Now, we choose a mom. So, a whole lot of things can happen. So, maybe you are no, it can happen that allies make me there. The big yabbing, a bit of war, a bit more direct, a bit so war, and direct. And direct in the say, if you are Iran or Mukwa, if you are a better say, other countries that are supporting Iran, yes, I say, if they are China or maybe free the other side, and not say, or maybe free USA. Because US or if they are China, any Iran for Omu Benu. Ade you can say China, nka free US US can indirectly say, me mamu sa de so from today, we are no more telling this. And China also basically can the same thing say, because of how you are supporting the other party, yes, so the mamu, and then you have cut it. So it can have a lot of implications, and that can be direct and indirect. And then when we are talking about conflict in Kasa and then it's no more those for shooting of guns, explosives, and other things. And then it is economic war. So the big causes are what that was me mount the Anibia, only himself over the woman. So we can achieve for Mutua, FBI, online the how. Now, so and then mount the for some time. I think it's more serious than maybe shooting your leg. So there are a lot of implications of this Iran, causes.
Now, will it end anytime soon?
For me, this year, there is share of security. I am a professor. Even I thought I did there in the class. That's Kofiana. So they told us that as a security expert, most attempts, I never basa, no fraye. Yeah, you say a man, yes, you have to say a mass solution. And also say cause there see and some as the root cause of the issues. So it means the root cause and this young man say about how the way forward, how this young solution. But I'm not you we get in this out. I'm not security for the brain. Oh say that is their job. If the company has come to an end, now then I'll let you. So I can't I can't Omu person say the AED called Sovina. I bet you must have been Abra from Mammy we conflict. The manufacturer said, Omu said conflict has become a business. It has become a business of people who preach holiness. Omu and say, Omu and Kofa, we are concron. Omu and Kofa, Omu are shadow actors when it comes to conflict. So then the best man must say conflict in the best year also. Tani Pano, and we say, Omu hear nuclear bombs, Omu hear a shield. Or you never be yes be cool. So also that is only business. We die here a bit young boss a cool bit near Abraham, but also yeah, also the individual obey say they will provoke the system. Say a share instability because and some are also the business bit near for so you. So they are the same people who say we are coming to fight the terrorists for you, and they are the people who say and some of us near are fighting terrorists, and share auto ammunition way. Now before then, on one kata the ammunition a sumbu a sophisticated armor currency move forward that. So now they have to tell you that you have to buy something that is higher than that. So the same people say they are solving the problem. Or more let's create the problem the more. So let's you are not categorically say that one a brass in there, it's not the sorry you until say UN or trans it called a better negotiation. America is the Bonia. The UN should be bold and speak to America because America is boni big there on the year or more the Gaddafi any other thing or who say at the papa. But the big also like their also on say military America for say or what countries are president but UN as we are speaking or once now come out strongly and bold enough say they will get or any now so other countries or the big account say you are maltreating your people, especially UN on the Africa. The best now what is Africa for the rules and regulation is not the same because rules and regulation goes with the culture of the people. Now, so US be imposing what they do outside on us, and we too, the engine quickly, like a JP, the implementing it doesn't help us. So every day, as African country, you're quickly degree. So the matter says, UN should come stronger and stick to the hegemons. Hegemons, me pass say, that countries are more to the degree. America count, France, and so forth, or those two countries, if UN is able to speak to them very well. Make me you are no say that one is too charge, but a bit near Brassica.
Okay, anope ma yanasi. Era Francis Ahovi yanasi bibri.
You yes say that much. And then we need to say Brenna we go into detail of what is happening in the Middle East.
It's still unfolding, so we'll be going to it.
Okay.
It's still unfolding. Ti ebedin komo.
Yo, yeah, that one.
Ralph Francis Ahovi, Executive Secretary, Emma Global Security for Africa Research. Aropai also dia or the buyer on that. But let me catch you say. One share will be to her because say, oh, Santo Koya El Kosui. Kevin Ahovi da so ye de also. Santo Koya El Kosui. Santo Koya El Kosui. And fire home. But Adam B. Kai said in 1914, July 28th. Now, in 1914, Saocha acquired First World War eba na do it. Now, Serbia for the common akebeka so common your massem. And you know one was even looking at Serbia for quite Serbia for any issues and all that. But at a point in time, Serbians who said no where things are going, where Obia one allies, Obia one allies, and the Abromu assassinate a Austro-Hungarian no. Now fair ma Obia say no, baby I didn't call no. Say yes, yan chile power sir. Ebedru baby no yase beshi. Anna Almighty France who say no. The idea they kono. And for be person mu sheda no mu tincha Serbians le nije so. It is Serbian force o. Sadia yen we support France force, we support what is going on. We have to fight for the freedom of these people. Tia kwa ko kan ho. Na German for also as there be German for World War 1, World War 2, German for. Do baby cry Adolf Hitler mobile cry. So German has a history when it comes to World War. German man for be breakers say in allies na bano. Your people are history just say a drew baby omuti asemase because okay World War 1 they drew 3 years time crown sana. History is told say America for no cry baby joining. But okay Italy mo France mo any countries be joining here in the World War 1 against Germany and the allies. Started sa way ya do person kire say colonialism dia any yen pese di ha for so. Yen pese kire say Serbia force should be under us. They shouldn't be under anyone. Then World War 2 also buy and cry there na ano because World War 1 no history have it say enipa be 40 million and a war World War 1 but okay World War 2 na is around 60 to be 80 million people and a war World War 2 nim enti the ama na ye hu ni say wan hwe ya obeto aka so fire ho and den but o take you from about World War 2 ni ba Soviet for the formation of Soviet since 1922 as Soviet for eti omu keke omu bom no they played a major role. You know say oka Soviet one of the frontiers is Russia, so Soviet sometimes even be referred to as Russians. And so omu kwan omu faso a emrebia omu allied with certain people. And to read German for the Soviet for the then there was a crash in the World War 2. Nipa wuya be 60 million that time now world population say world population at that time na say World War I 1914 ho na we as population gina say nipa be 40 million ana ewuye. So me it tells you say there are things that untimi mfa ni agro 1914 ko na nenam then 1939 a hot second world war no enso chase World War II chase. So that was the axis of power between the Germans, the Italy, Japan, and then you have German for no, or Italy, or Japan. Then you have the British, you have the Soviet, you have the US, you have the China. At the World War II, no, the Chinese were with the US, they were with the Soviet Union, they were with the Britain. Then you have the other side, almighty German with Adolf Hitler, Italy, then Japan. Yes, Iran and Israel now, because of the ally between Israel and then America, we saw it coming. Trump, the current president of US, which is Donald Trump. Donald Trump died, I know. Any day he will support Israel. And so we said the idea secret Gulf for now. The Gulf countries, as I say, baby crowd na yenim say hot young called Dubai money at the other. No money ripple effect. Omina enya ripple effect. Adiaba kwa Second World War na man ye say they spread poisonous gases. This time round, so even China, emro parading on their independence and all the muya parading of said the Ghana independence ya chira ammunition say work akra now China for your ma omu parade pa bombs panko for na to the extent say China for the drew baby chroma hydrogen which is a gas bombs and also ko na no edru ewiase a the effect are edema. America for parade there doesn't mean they don't have. They also have things Omu Ediagu. So I understand with Ahovi say. Etono bi aso obi akwa di aduro. Odi aduro na be ni so a. No person o kire ni powers. Say no bi a person o kire say unlike previous years sir. There say US for nkwa na war bombs and all that. Say sa akwati Korea horo. That one no. And them all so ye good dem. Korea horo I not one. And them sa akwa ni ye good dem no. I don't think that Trump sorry don't say Iran has been a people unbelievable say almost sponsor according to Trump almost sponsor terrorism. And they will not allow them to have certain nuclear weapons because omunya ebedu baby on kwa terrorists. That is Trump and some welcome. But the recent happenings, European Union to other unions also mukase obi ate o. And ba na we abeto ne support amawi. Ba na we abeto ne support amawi. Ya nhwe ya said the nyama ahye no sa aboa Trump no o de mama fancy ya china and I'm a producer some time ko china me ya abotre pa about the historical antecedent of all these things no mama kan messages kakra aba bedwafo enso so aba bedru mama rem na me read mo messages anopa mo to ede amayen and so na me redwom kakra na me ba me redwom na me fridwom ho ba mama mo abedwafo so adiomo dia aba then we move into that mama can come messages na aba me hu that is the munya no me ana me nia no no dia be talk idea aba hu of a cleanse so ti Baby reading messages no menya kakra wa ha my main messages nothing. Many and okay. Wait. Douglas and a pair very good morning. What to just sign? No, you say more just sign pa. Ajiwu ding na na jomon kransa no di way free ba. The National Democratic Congress has always maintained that so-called global issues do not affect Ghana. They insist that conflicts such as the tension between the United States and Israel on one side and Iran on the other cannot have any impact on Ghana. By their own standard, then, we will not accept any excuses. If global events supposedly never affected Ghana, that position must remain consistent. And you're in India, be affected. If JDM, we free teacher constitution, we are saying if JDM and SNDC think they are still in opposition, then they should wake up because they are dreaming. The SONA was a total flop, full of empty promises. What jobs have they created? Unemployment is skyrocketing under NDC, yet they are spreading propaganda about employing 1 million people. We see through it and we won't tolerate such lies. My regards to Honorable Mavis in Cancer Bodu, Koka JFK, Dr. Baumia. I think I know per amount for cancer. We must send the fact check be bringing kind. But make me read the message in here. More per fact check on 1 million jobs now. President Mahama say Oma produce quarter one, quarter 3 no. Send it to me we ya make chem say no kru ma make no kru ma make chem. Na macho di ntia entesa. Masawudu Kumasi Bantama. Majority of Ghanaians are still waiting for the almighty 24 economy and women's banking to start. We are not impressed by sweet speeches and ceremonies as the SONA. We need action, not worse. As we speak, Galamsey is getting worse under their current government. Hasha Baumiato Aso 2028 regards to Honorable Sampine, National First Vice Chairman, Hofo. And then I have this one from Mensa Saba Northern Trust. So the US and Israel war with Iran is not just a regional conflict, it's sending shock waves through the global economy. Regards to Chairman Odino Kwekuapia, Chairman Bernard Nkibo Siako, lawyer Justin Frimpokodia, Dr. Francis Admako Francois, teacher Kujo Tepanyina Susu. To this day, I find it difficult to believe the margin of trust Ghana gave to John Dramani Mahama in the 2024 general election. A man who between 2012 and 2016 brought the Ghanaian economy inherited to its lowest level. At that time, there was no global crisis, nothing like COVID. He threw his hands in the air and told Ghanaians, we have chewed the meat and left with the bones. He had no clue about problem solving, so I wonder what he would have done if he had been president during COVID. Greetings to Dr. Baumia, Honorable Eric Nanajman, Prempe MP for Afro North, Chairman Odino Kwekuapia Kuka, and Mr. Usu Bempa, the Share So Consistency Chairman Hopeful.
Sompa FM.
Oyibo Boating Atuma Nebehi, member MPP Media Pictures. Mr. President, if it's true you have provided 1 million employment within 2025, why are your own party people knocking government offices and complaining bitterly of employment? The earlier you check your facts, well, the better. Greetings to Dr. Baumia Usu Bempa, Inshayaso, Shalichei Tiwa MP, Akuma Wabieja South, and Kojo Bamba National First Vice Chairman Hopeful. Oibo Boatin so di ode baye nie. Now on the fact check. 1 million jobs no enya no kre. Ghana Statistical Service the beto was quarter 1 quarter 3. 330,000 jobs. So I don't know where the 1 million is from. Maybe you oversight a slip of tongue. But my catcher say maybe I will fact check, but we will do it as it is. Yeah, the following day we will do that fact check for you. So that is the fact check. I'm saying this authoritatively. Anopay Mamen Chungram Kakra na Beja Fonson Tino Minim. Polytank Sumo Super Tank. Polytank Sumo Super Tank. Anope wunya wo de idea na wo twen. Polytank Sumo Super Tank. Anope 1,000 Ghana cedi and over. And for so wunya because ya ma bet 10% discount. Enti misro promotion kosui kope usumo tank ansa na ye too late. Kope usumo tank ansa na ye too late. Anope bomadia o de odru poly baby o top poly tank awusu pe sumo poly tank no ana say obia RGB the original and always the best. Poly tank de nimni fritete ebekọ so ayesa akoso ayesa poly tank ahode nda so gina so anope kope sumo ni bia na fa di ujuma Roman father na drone na anope father Martins eba Mr. Adaroma say stroke na wo so honam tutu why emre wanya pressure diabetes ya dia da so akono a enko ye fra no ko anko mesraw broni fra no chronic disease unyanya Roman father na drone na merayo de wo ahwaye titiritini nyina ebeko anope bomade na kwajibi the best medicine for all sickness ya de bia away oko pharmacy shop drugstores e papa nyina wa obenya biato for 0247 919 122 0247 919 122 and 0552 668517 na also kwaji anope yentu kwan yakwa kosua de yakwa koye adwuma eye express group ana de yakwa Canada USA UK Australia New Zealand and Germany kro papa bia ya do koso eye express group na no pay or say open scholarship open so kosua de wa broche open say overseas no so unya admission wa broche ya boa mu anya bi ticketing wanya visa wie open so utwa ticketa ya ma de ne bo fo pa ya ma seasonal once utwa utima comfort the insurance in ye adwuma o koto mu ye nkokom pesem kodi holidays o pese o ko holidays ko dwon ho abra ye beboa ho international exams ni tuition so koso and say yes sat GRE Jima TOEFL ene de keka ho international exams ni nyina ye boa mu register ni asa akere no watima atwero no watwa kuma asa for labor runabout ni wo e kra kaneshi first lane first light one na be hwen Tamayo community 18 Lashibi Gold filling station yane Lashibi funeral homes ne ben so East Legon yane Trinity Theological Seminar ne ben so Takrade Market Circle opposite Hot Ernesto fast food kama pa boru ahode ko hwe express group for sunyane Oba Silver House building na court dan ho a obehu yan your Silver House bro say nim sansa na ye ben court no high court no Tamale yane Tamale teaching hospital ana eben so sanso na bebia ni for mumra court the court mu behu yen enso ewo ho era kletos ana pay ma chen
Nkwantabisa apomu ye
bibia ekoso
na me adaroma yewura bosume fufuro mu die enne ye bosume atosume ensane da dikan na ase de tosume no
yeah
na ye de ase da be mo tweda ponyankopon se on yewura the third month of the year 2026 mo nti ahode wo ho de ye beda pitwiri aponyankopon na makome constituency na me de nchia kesa koma me member of parliament of Orikum MP aye honorable Michael Akwasi Edu na machia party mane party mpanifo nyina na masanso asre wona mama a special mention ya ma ya bi omo X formerly Twitter omudi djumadue kese pa de ma MPP e from Patriot Unplugged abaya so no aye fe no Dashel e fe no Miss MPP ene Akosua Roxy ene Patriot Unplugged team ni na no omudi djuma kese de ma MPP ewo Twitter ene social media etimagina party na namu na me de abasobo kese amomo na ya show mun kran se djumadi omudi wo X no omonkoso ani atemidi anim omo de all putting asphalt into wo hwe na anu yai amampani so na de koto abonten na omo ene de the first people omudi kan the fact near dey e ba abonten a ne wo so kra so o esisu duante e be bo ma ba so
hona wonti na hunzo mu na FS o hwe ada
na kwata me ko se me na no akoso de na be sa so hwe exo
o nta me ze de na ba
mo de ba to so ara mu se pa e da bonten
hona na wo hwe
na hona me hwe ntina e be bo Patriot Unplugged for abaso na ya so mo ko so ni djumadi o mo ne twist don beg mu
me da se twist don beg mu nyina yate Adopa Kingdom Herbal Center da Rubenti enya Kingdom Garlic capsules and bitters Yanya Kingdom Ginseng Power Capsules. Yanya Almighty Tremendous Capsules. Tremendous Capsules na ye mama pa. Ema fichi konsi so nyoma nkoye. Ahimfio hono common nye. Meso nya Tremendous Capsules. Bubobina ebema infections ahodo ni nyina afri so. Oba amuani mu ase wa bra Tremendous Capsules so ho. Kojo Tremendous Capsules na yen gently kra. Emema no so yankwaje Kingdom Ginseng Power Capsules. Eboa ma mema no etimi wie peye. Ahomre bi anka dem. Osisi na yo ya. Hey, Silini who if the Kingdom Ginseng Power Capsules ebuti na twin. Mental stress yapa. Sa enso so anawa wonni ahoden aso ayibo ho. Ohia sufficient energy and stamina. Kingdom Ginseng Power Capsules. Anapa Kingdom Garlic Capsules and bitters mama ni meme nyina. Anu eboa ma immune system netima aye strong. A booster ma bibia aye kama. Release stress, anxiety, arthritis, or honam to two twetwa. Or also anxiety to honam to hwenie. Hypertension, stroke, heart disease, anafe, sadia dorel, cholesterol in yansem kitwa. Unya Kingdom Garlic Capsules and bitters. Eno anedi wakejinamu. Sa enso na RSYG Novigi Studios, RSYD Novigi Studios, Ewan Kang. Meso Udru Mala Mabiase, First Coco Street, Ehwanie wo. For 057 471 5778, 057 471 5778, and 0303974822. Adope Bray, a fast streaming, a fast film making, be a fast camera shooting, yadia. Or number 1 RSYD Novigi Studios. And a joa kejina mupa. And ope Ghana be bia ofre beba near baba be somu. Na also streaming and sorry companies amudi anniversary. Ope some podcasting person streaming aye wow. Justice. And ope match. Na no so mete on krapa. Barbara don't cry na mami pa. And I'm say sir. You Timmy say me mo say Barbara kan ye. Me mo say Barbara kan kire me. Me producer kan ye. Me da so ahon aye fe pa. Wa na me feel na na say na ka pese o do propaganda ba me so. But nyame nti me twam. Dem send dey me no propaganda asem. Say me bo kakra no abom kakra. Say me anu agenda me na agenda.
Kasafidie ne doso ti se obi gibre on the ontia kasafidie bia na mum Sompa 93.1 obitia na nipa na de ayade ti de di kan yemo Sompa ti fo abaso na memo wa ankasa nso abaso misi obi anton sensha ne busuefo ti amanfo agibre omoti no eche adwuma din a onso ye de oye meche ndisi mpanyifo nyina ai omowo Ashanti region na Maseti for saying Yakopon ya Domoa Uchina, that is 3rd of March. Ushima man from here lawyer Samejemfi, the national national communications officer for the NDC. Yakopon ya Domo Uchina and papa.
And the CEO of Gold Board.
CEO for Ghana Gold Board. Naso ne papa.
Yeah.
No 1 week no. Yakopon ya Domo Uchina. Ebebaso Ushima man from Tiabese Ubibia Mrana Imeja, the Chief Executive Officer for the Ghana Good Board. Now, Mamencha Honorable Wisdom Sompa FM. Achemangwa be just South Municipal Chief Executive. Papa ne Yejuma. Baby Obia Mamishin in Kwana Menkanche ni se onye ne ho. Na adwuma no a wo ye no so free say bia obi ansha di padodo na wa santemantemu a omohwe adwuma dia hoye de oye. Mamencha menuanu Muslimifo. Who says still we are in the season of fasting. Na yen stress omun koso amompae na omun se mpuntu enisha and the enfamre o man na menu we the quick one be who say all they are tro and then na da politics the bia to bed e be daddy you krumanom and then nanu ya be kache enuanum koku akuafo e say a global challenge iwiase be bia obeko bia koko ne boy de aba from iti ebe se koko akuafo se omonti ase na yenye de yenyina yenye ne kakran se de be ya adachi bi sade ne bo ekosoro a yebetimi haide apage mama ena enuanu man pipi for the propaganda atrone nada enam say Ivory Coast for there o ma maintain o mo price ɛna yɛyɛ ka kyerɛ ɔmo sɛ ɛnyɛ no korɛ Ivory Coast so ɔmo reduce or they are in consultation so ɔmo gu so edi nkɔmɔ so ɔmo bɛ de ɔmo bɛ te bɔɔdo so me nua mi kuta report bi wɔ mi nsɛm ha ɔtrofo ɔno na ɔsɛ ne dance ni ɛwɔ aburokye report yi kuta mi ɛyɛ Sunday ɛnrɛ ya ɛna Ghana Web for a publisher na story no ɛkyerɛ asɛm ne sɛ Ivory Coast price reduction takes effect March 1.
Sompa
na kyerɛ sɛ ɛnrɛ ya etwa mu ya yɛn nua no Ivory Coast for ɔmati ɔmo kookoo ne so every 3,600 no a na ɛyɛ 2,800 CFA no ɛde aba 800 to 1,000 CFA sɛ ɛka sɛ 1,000 CFA aminu adeɛ kyɛ ne sɛ sɛ wo de 1 bag of cocoa ɛkɔ Cote d'Ivoire yɛtɔn no 1,200 cedis 12 million ɛno na yɛka kyɛ yɛ nuanom MPP for sɛ ɛmɔmɔ fa adeɛ no ɛnyɛ politics na nokora ne bɛdadi amoma nim agu ase ɛna wo ba Ghana ha cocoa no yɛtɔ no times 2 ɛbuo mienu sɛ deɛ yɛtɔn no ɛwɔ Ivory Coast no eti abɛsɛ nuanom cocoa akuafo ne asɛ papa no mo yɛ cocoa akuafo sɛ wo ka aban a odwini cocoa akuafo ho a ɛyɛ NDC aban ɛne John Mahama aban wonim sɛ 2,500 we a yɛtua yasan initiate a free scholarship program for cocoa akuafo ma nyinaa sɛ by virtue sɛ wo cocoa nti sɛ wo pɛ sɛ obako any of our tertiary institutions a yɛbɛma ne scholarship na ɔde akɔ wonim sɛ just last 2 years na cocoa farmers say complaining say fertilizers omotɔ ene aban say based on the acres of land a wo no ye be hwe near the fertilizers are the amount enti no kre no aye dey adead
na a quick
where you pray me do so anu esa mo a me de be ma mo wi amaka chem say mo time anso mo ti mo yesa eya na eya na that is baby aka o see atwa so nti atwa so Aropep 21st clinic na asiatica expert me so sisi chi atwon be kan na ase entra ma di nyaw 21st clinic na asiatica expert me so emwo bi nka say symptom na the symptoms are na abubu ahwe ho brane nso ano na ya de kese no ama enti efa asiatica ho de 21st clinic 21st for esa yade bia malaria STIs dia stroke yade bia na eba asiatica dia krowa obi ani ho ye oba ye lab ne wo hodom ye twaska ne wo ho a nye wo ko baabi massage papa bi machine de physiotherapist a wo ho ba behwa wo ni nyina bi professionals ne de adwuma ye wo kuma se hwan overseas junction near Alpha Radio Sompa TV na wosoro no mo ye form ha obo ase council quarters court junction Accra Dome market Sunyan Momra Sunyan teaching hospital kan regional hospital and Kransa Techima Momra GN bank dada no fra 0249311311 numbers you fra the bell on ya cho na ko timini wan ka metwa to be 0249311311 the bread na the sciatica expert na nkasa enhwew anopay tago mixture and capsules bema o mema semni nimu wanya adabrijo enya kra impotence jese ade na emfa onya tago herbal mixture ne capsules o low libido bema so oni atinka obasi oni atinka ohia tago herbal mixture infections ahodo ni nyina etu asia kra meso pharmacy shop and drug stores ahodo ni nyina obenya bi fresh 0243 228296 0243 228296 and pay also join us never comment number WhatsApp no any Facebook near 93.1 or the fawa and pay your budget na yakin kind Ade amount justice was sans no for clear and so ewa and pay yenin komo on the State of the Nation address. President said we did not arrest the dollar but we strengthened the city. President John Dramani Mahama now face security alert advisory for all the Ghanaians living in Qatar to take shelter until further notice due to the heightened tension in the region. Embassy of Ghana, Doha, Qatar, Anna Ediwe Eba. Now, I don't pay a number 2 near State of the Nation address. I don't cover the airport and everything. Then we look at the Middle East, and one is a foreign ministry at the State of the Nation address. Justice.
Yeah. My mentor, na Professor Edward Brinya of KNUST. our tune for education fund, a share in education, you know, so T1 pay. Same country.
Prof, and pay my good morning.
And now himself, Prof, also the first administrator for the Utun for Education Fund.
Oh, okay.
Papa ni chichi mo acquire Utun for Education Fund. Hafaso abuano education. Interno pay and channel to say their work na young country in Sinyankopon shano and then Eduma Dia or the oil. Now, mean your State of the Nation address and they only say a constitutional mandate. And I say a share. Article 67 of the 1992 Constitution. I shall say president no obeko parliament na or the omine bobia and I say omine on a sitting or me the ewum akwa to emrashi baby for enim. Inti so obera President Mahama suye day edi osie eyo. Na me ade ba akwa na me hwe pa economy no because eno na dada asetena. Na me nu mienu nyina be dia dance se NDC 2024 aye ba be fa akonya na Ghana 40 years opam heto abama aye no na enye me na me studio ha na meka na IMF na Fitch na Moody omu nyina describe your economy ne se junk no omu si your economy ne baller wudi bibia enye de enye yi hitime na me hwe se sapro a NDC ye nante ya ye to ya ye kan ni nyina hedie ben sunsuanso na afe baako a Ghana 42 mi share yensa no haede abre inti I was looking at some critical sectors of the economy hade baako amani boss so debt to your GDP so obehwe amenu a wotie de ya obi a de ka me tie saboso me beso na ye ba betua meka wo me teacher me die ho a me hwe se ebia mako free ni makakra de store ti saboso me so na si betua meka 1000 cedis a me bisa me ho se he ka sen na me de makatua ni mu bi akwa na sen ne beka me botoma me de bebo me ho bra ti so obehwe 2024-2025 according to the former finance minister Ira Minanta ojitum say oman ye debt to your GDP 69%. The chairman say si agigi esika nyina ye ka ye de no 69% nti emfa say etua 1000 cedis now say wo kwa kutua wo ka wo di 6.9 under the MPP and na ba kwa kutua wo ka no enne sa 69% under the leadership of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama hafe ba ko pe ha ye ba aban mu no swati from 69% to 45%. The chairman say ne agigi esika nyina ye ka no ye di move 4.5 million and can ya di 6.9 de bekwa kutua ka no ene ye di 4.5 million na che say ye nya 550 cedis and as 5.5 million ye betimi de abo oman hu bra which I believe that it is a step in the right direction. Minua hade ba ko a na ye can be about employment ni ade hwe ade ba ko a eboa employment pa interest rates. But ye nyina ye yi eni ayede ama interest rate say minia te say Sompa TV 48 na omo say omo peso omo extend Sompa TV omo biem say de be ya oti ha wo ye wadwuma omo betimi afa nipa ba kwa kan ho a hade asompa be ye ne say ebi obekọ bank ho say okọ akọpẹ bosia okọ bank a ensi hu a bank ni di besi hu no ye friend say interest rate 2024 aye nuano man PP4 wa ban mu no na se wokọ bank na wokọ koje bosia insi hu a na ewo hu no na 30%. These are factual statements from the minister and then the president, His Excellency. Wasi na 30%. He na me no kasei afi pepepe ni a Ghana for dodo na ti NDC ene John Dramani Mahama so pem omokoto abama ye no interest rate no eswate from 70% to 18%. Timinu ayenya analysis keto abi. Yemfa ne say Sompa for per 100 million and I said 10,000 cedis. Ene de abi o madwumam. Sompa for akọ omo bank ho akọ 100 million no. By virtue say interest rate 30% inti. The chairman say insi hu a esi 100 million no ehun 30 million because 30% interest rate. Enne sa 100 million no ase Sompa for ko no mo kokọ 100 million o mo bank wa enam say interest rate ne so ate from 30% to 18% inti Isi who are 30 million under the MPP no, under the NDC, a swati about 18 million. The Chinese say, and she say a penty, a banya bow, ham was saying 12 million, anka binder than a time, anka the bed, udibitua, and this is very good for our businesses. Encourage businesses to say, ko ne kwaje besia ne fa hye wabdwumam ne biem se de be ya obetimi ade afa nipa dodo adwuma hade ba ko so amenua eboa ye economy anase ekum enwuma okruma taxes iti so obehwa ye wo ha na taxes ahodo na na egu nwuma so iti president Mahama say COVID-19 levy ya ade a egu nwuma iti NDC yesi ye ba ye be COVID-19 levy na ide efio menua me no nyina tie wo be dia dance se COVID-19 levy no NDC aban ide efio hade ba ko a wo se ye hye ne nso electronic levy menua hwe electronic levy no ye na ema ne ha businesses kwa ni say businessman bia ni hono mo a o kwa transfer ne niema anase ne niema begu port anase o koto niema mpo afiri nkran de abekumase a o sese sika ne de tena kam de ko ene dodo na send sika no electronically through momo anase through omo bank accounts. It is all the electronic levy sound to obia or transact sika so a the chairman say senanke ne obehia 10,000 cedis and they send there also kokope e-levy 1.5% no sand de account and NDC aban John Mohammed di anim ayede eyefio. Another fantastic thing na aban yaye was ye me ani koso the exchange rate and no na yera Alhaji Bawumia or the leader of the MPP say when the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you. NTA General ne akacho say when the exchange rate is good, it means the fundamentals are also good because Ghana ni bia be dia dance say Abraham MPP fo ja kwanya ne dia ma yera His Excellency John Dramani Mahama no. Na Ghana ni bia per $1. This was sa Ghana sika 15 to 16 Ghana cedis. Se o se 15 to 16 Ghana cedis a de chene say Ghana ni ane niema ba begu port a ohia $10,000 e de akwa yi sa niema no under the MPP no obehia 1.5 to 1.6 billion and nessa Ghana ni no because exchange rate ne so ate from 15 cedis to 10 Ghana cedis so obi niema begu port na so wo kwa yi a and ne ohia 1.5 billion bim ne mom obehia 1 billion and no and na translate into the ease of our economy internet so obehwa petrol ne boa ba form enuane ne boa ba form okokan bi before so boa enuane bi abo ma form enua ye hwe analysis BCCA ye obi bi a friend say purchasing power of the money purchasing power ne che say semikutasika e dien na misika no betimi ade ato etimi nua me pacho ye nye common analysis se me Ghana ni na under the MPP me ye adwuma na bosome so na etua me ka 1,000 Ghana cedis na me say me the Ghana cedi 1,000 Ghana cedis no ebeko ehwa adwum na me de akwa akodidwa na me se me kwa akoto anwa me kwa akoto emu me kwato asichire me kwa akoto anwa me no nyina be dia dance se under the MPP na emu one bag enam 120 to 170 cedis itifane say me de misika no eto emu a menya 1,000 cedis na betimi enya mo be 6 to 7 bags because approximately it was 120 to 150 200 cedis inti menya more than 10 bags iti adofo se ukuta 10 million now the kodwum na niema obenya no edoso chen enka ni bi atwam a de che ne se enne niema ede abafom hade ba ko His Excellency kan amanfo twena boso the employment say president so be fani pa wa ya fani pa 1 million and Ghana Statistical Service say ya fani pa 330,000 see something here udim say Ghana Statistical Service NASA report say 2025 he will nipa maku 850,000 to 950,000 ah ma free ohia buburum. Do you know the interpretation of that? The Chinese say near nipa binu more because of high level of inflation. And I say inflation and na ujina store to ade kra near to adim hyperinflation high core ya na nam around 54% inti. You nipa bebre o no mo a omo businesses no omo nyuma e de eguye because sene okura 10 million or de ye adwuma ochina ade beche na ne atotum 10 million or de kwa edwa or de 10 million ni di enra no ene ontimi mfa 10 million ni se adwade biu and His Excellency by interest adeɛ ne so ate to around basically 3 to 4%. It is also inflation no nipa dodo na are able to stay in business because say me kura 10 million na me de bie te say me ye indomie bodwa bi wo kwan ho na me de kokwan so kofa me nkosua ye madwuma sa 10 million no enne da bia me kodwum no 10 million itimi ye de efa ne oma de money. That is the clear difference in Ghana for Madaroma any money dim. Bibia di adansi pefe se enioma ayede asesa. Just said your own pese obeka no kre. Se me metie se me fro car enrebi atwam na afinie aban bi aba na se ento lorry fe nim 1 cedi kra e wo se ka bibi che say indeed inflation na ye kan na asem no e no kra because enrebi atwam enru bosumi mienu enru bosumi miensa enne yetum ochina ni atum enne yetum ochina ni atum etini nyina bibia di adanse pefese social economy na let me say mama for education or 1 minute view so the teacher di anything come the 1 minute be for education on ejan come the manual see say now can be about the no fee stress policy remember na me tie upa o mama what mama important about we the source of 1 minute
we have another topic to discuss
1 minute
there were a lot of things there was a meeting phone so
yes and no crew but me source anka 1 minute per
now there be na time
so can be for no fee stress no wadaroma and no na make say no fee stress no and yet government policy central for be apply but the point is that university bia normally they go to schools in September. It 2024-2025 academic year na adwuma ama bae no. Na 2024 for no start school dada. How much your fees? It na man for cry catch adwuma ama say any kwan say osan refund the fees no. Na president mama say once our can in 2024 no. Wa watua school fees a wo school in 2024 bia no apply. Na yentua school fees in the amount. But more 2025-2026 there was no application. You once you get your admission letter, now do admission letter Nico University one now pay program now, then they pay it on your behalf. And to say the amount for apply and refund your musical money and conform 2025.
So in quarter 4 of 2024. That unemployment is at 13.1%.
Okay.
The first quarter in 2025, unemployment is at 12.8%.
Good.
Quarter 2 of 2025, net drop it by 12.2%. And then quarter 5, unfortunately, core 13%. So that's the current state of unemployment when it comes to the first, second, third quarter. Cletus Mami Bravo.
Na me da say message so chat for no chairman justice. And of course I'm say Nkwantabisa we will not sit in this country na ye maye nwanima for and fire sabi na ye nkwasiafo. We cannot reason in between the lines. Now, sa koko asemu ya all kan. Côte d'Ivoire me matena kodwokrom. Matena jeje nkwanta matali bu kakra. Na Nkwantabisa ye nuanom koko akuafo no mo wo western north ne western de mo ben Côte d'Ivoire no. Sa asema all kan. You are bre omukru because you know all this way free kodwo ho mreso. Côte d'Ivoire omoto omukoko mumpre no. Cocoa no ya wo main crop season and ya wo light crop season. Oko wiase mansa dwaso mpo a cocoa beans ya toro wiase mansa dwaso no. Ebo no gumu ahodo mienu. Omo wo discounted price de ma light crop beans. Since light crop beans ne mudro no aya na entise main crop beans no. Enti ampo wiase mansa dwaso no. Main crop ni beans no ebo nko. And a light crop beans some fairly discounted price and also buonko. And they don't pay premium. And in the Côte d'Ivoire 450 in fake of the whole when you know or and as cocoa boar or main crop season now. A do light crop season no matter now so another price. That has been all that we have been doing all this while. Now no let on the bar bontin way. Or matter or let any clear say. Omo light crop nanka omo ebie no somewhere April end no eno no matwe ade aba ni mu starting March and into sa light crop born be announcing in April no and on announcing in March. So near all kinds of matters no and say. Moreover, is the NDC telling us today say the entire yati Ghana cocoa born say Cote d'Ivoire for to mudi esuntino and into Ghana for yati the now. That is even an insult to the people of this country. Cocoa equia for over 1.6 million. Amu chan throw dia ko hwechire omo. Esa baba mu 6,000 mo antimi amfa ma omo. 3,000 na mo bo sho mo bo amode ama omo no so mo antimi amfa ma omo. Mati 3,600 no so about do 2,005. Omo to mo ba bi omunsu nwie. Enne mo de bo adum ni adan. Mo start ya mo say e ka bi MPP fo about 32 billion ti. Ena yati kokoo so. Ewi akire mo say eye kokoo bo afre ewi akire wo sa so say eye Cote d'Ivoire fo atomo de ntine tadna mo ye mestre mo makuafo ni so omusu no omo enso mo dem nsu boko na mo mpe ande aba hupumase bre dan say de bia se mo kohuru wo mo bo asim say ye MPP for na ekasa enya MPP for na ekasa koku akuafo na ekasa esu akoku akuafo esu fiti October no what is MPP bi baba ekasa de bi koku akuafo ye nti omo kamo ni bronya for the first time in the history of this country ade esi wo koku setane bensi da. So the NDC should pardon us kakra. Omo magana kuafo anidie kakra say nies na bi incident mu nyam ho abotre ne be ya nema yie.
But is it deliberate? Is it deliberate?
And deliberate. And one thing that was say what to was dey a chepa ma wo mo. Na wo check wo mu but one fan ko share aban bi a watwa mu. All that the NDC have been doing is say omo dey share people say almost 32 billion. And then they 32 billion bi a ka bi da ho. Nemum a world market. Now you are agreeing say a world market. Let us understand clearly. Niem pekuya for chosen. Ye take a certain trading decision say yen koko no yen konko ye forward sales ye be train na ebo no kosro ya koton. Ene nyame anfa kwam ebo no an kosro na aba from ti mumfa nche yen say ye take is a bad trading decision. Going forward, no, you buy a forward sales, yet mamma a guaranteed price. No, what can a son of nothing on one say? Name more cocaine say, MPP welcome 2024, 18 to me, 12, 36 when you to about 25. You are just insulting the cocoa farm. I think, sir, they should stop that. And it's one number 4 more nano, a minister of state in charge of agriculture, example. Otukono. Doctor. A call. Ekura nkrokuto na se yempete ka na ekura se nkrokuto na se okuku farm wo na the narrative wa agric Mr. Kotna Sempa e try so o push ya and fly Ghana for Canada pano you go there and now in the face of the cocoa farmers you insult them by telling them say 25 million ye papa e mo odrisne 36 million who in his right senses do you think say obetimi just ask me who care to and you go and make a certain cement and rice analysis as if said cocoa kwani bi organ ha bia o the cocoa sika a muniment auditor what that is an insult to the people of this country and I believe semester almost say baby we are say koni baby anim de ekono obia is enim de cocoa kwani akoko twa central na wonim de so they should stop now back to the sona anokwasem ne say memitie o mampani o mahama baby ba kwa me bona ba so pa ye say the sense of humor I mean on say ye chichire o man enti say onye o mampani a what that sense of humor na o hwe ase na onye that serious o hwe agura na one minority leader ne former defense minister Evan Sempua Nitu I would say that sense of humor no it's something good I think say me bo mampani abaso or that part nemum o hwe figures are the two dwane nsem o kan ye na ehu e de more man because when the first gentleman of the land make reference to a state institution like Ghana Statistical Service and Obomudi was say according to the Ghana Statistical Service na yekoye fact check na GSS for enka sasam no mampani and making reference to now. It's a very serious issue because you know what? Omo tre sa State of the Nation address in the more mampani no. It's either say almost said that person who go mampani anymore say. Because you see, these are things that is easily fact checked. And you're very easy, just a click of a key.
It can be an oversight too. Say there have been instances.
And I'm going to visit oversight with the oversight with the annual day because you see, me and Fana grow because on my penny, and I'm going to be over bare 70 pages, 20 minutes about and can you now? That's a matter of fact. On my penny, I trust or more maternal where she and to see a baby brain, especially say we are yes 70 something pages. No, on my penny to me can be here. Enti a bit my basse or more mutual man was a bit me to be back on Mamma Penny, Ebiana Koya Gana Hanum, now we are say a double case ye be. I'm a Penako good when you must say, Ma, a who's a suburban minus back here. How do we sit down for people around the president or the president himself to peddle this level of falsehood? Easy to check. Say
Sompa FM
GSS ama ne monthly or sometimes a quarterly report of this employment rate.
Okay.
No maka say any part 33,000 and at the period of company making reference to no ya for more no company say 1 million. He say oversight. No, it's a very deliberate falsehood and lies on company ya to be chachire for. They try to work on so be so here. And what get asem no. And I believe say and so say na kwata from on New Chisan say ye chen ko no e bro be 3 months ni obeka ya 3 months na o man pele be ye say
oh 3 dey nu
be brutal dey be 2 or something. And ko how many months and I say weeks and ya omode nyine mo ama ye poultry farm no. I believe say
by come na go sing
me come na go say and ko na anketangete de ma amanfo man pele say or the 720 and ko anketangete ma akuafo anase Ghana for 13,000 kire say obi anya akoko no ne sre baako anase ne ti baako 0.18%. And then here they can't say
nipa 5 ni amamo e bia 2 nipa 3
it can be possible. 13,000
and I make us 13,000 people ne bia a group
and no can say bia 50 group or say 13,000 people
but I say a quick one on Middle East affair bobo so you spend my time
Middle East e ba stress near course no na kan say ehu I mean o hwe the way a missiles no air fly will be money o hwe tne entekwa no escalator kodu na egusu a air course and I believe say ye best the powers that be say powers that be a US mo no na Beka so super power and the power that be krampu bio you and the kaka krampu and the kabede into a best afanu yi na Iran for ne US for yi na say omoma etuo engokotwe de twa omoma adwobre emra na sania ehon sunsun aso no yem wa ye wa bibiri mun had say no ene omaya ye guso ye nyire fe developing country no ya na ntokwa no koso se ehun sunsun aso no eba yeso kesesa nse ohwe wiase amansa adwaso enema bebre aba Ghana ye import na bebre na efifiri ho no mu bi na emom ye be so enuanu mu NDC for se afa ne bo ye mom pa ye se e be escalate akwanimu ye be bom pa se nke ne ye nke na so na nka ye de etoa ye de etana nka tokwa na extra na emom se etoa so kwa ye ni hu to media etoa so kodu ono ma na se near young person between here, nobody should come and sit anywhere in this country to tell ourselves near ACBA bibi bo akoso no e we are sent to be akoso ntia sasa na no ye ka bi almost debi you cannot say that into your bomb
chairman Augustus Nana Kwesi Andrews original chairman for the NDC still maintain also so show but the fact still remains that Cote d'Ivoire for Matikoko so about 1,200. The interpretation is that see a born Obagan high a ton 25 million into a born a mohuminu the price of Ivory Coast. That is a fact. That is undeniable. It's you call Iran in America, you best say Ghana for the antenna fee. Now you making sure say you're tightening your borders.
I like that.
Antenna fee. Now you're tightening your borders.
Interesting.
Now eja. Yense say you're buying a be economically sound. No why economically prudent. Sikedi basa no and on a ma COVID-19 living in Akobai, Russia, Ukraine war, a buy, a one inflation co 54%.
Yeah.
And Tokwane Koso, but still the inflation is at 3%. And the Yanka say, yeah, ABBR so nice. But your best say Ghana for any Ghana penny for Monkoso and for the writings in Buakwem said the Bay Ghana for and home by Harry.
Okay. 0548 Minfa callers 0548 931 931 0551 931 931 tuning now activated 0548 931 931 0548 931 931 0551 931 931 Miss Ofra no do radio no ana o TV no se be ya ubeti ho phone nim na e ma yin feedback bia enso e ho yentie onka anopai on Sona and then Middle East so komo kakra have birthdays in so meyi and so dear fro some of the messages in so ebi abebaya on WhatsApp okay and also our hardma nadia minim dia network here me I'm trying to read but ngame fa call lesson. Hello, good morning.
Kacho because free man so bonza so amantie south.
Good. Yenti ano pay.
Mr. NDC Nino, near walking now, boy. Who cook for Yanni Ghana, Yanni, you say, or man. Who say, Coco, send a woodsy canoa. Could you work for the woman? Active, woman, I might say Ghana, the end of 25,000. In fact, a year, papa, senior is bread. And after class, as well, all council, or boy. A man says that to be after class about Kukurada. I feel Kurano, stay a buy your Kurano. I feel you still Kukupa Kura. What's up the tea cookers? Not about you. I had this for buy the cocoa, no, 6,000 what. Now, no one is a cadaho. I didn't know what if I found the count. 2006. It is almost
okay, Meda say thank you. 0548 931 931 0551 931. The second Sona by the second hand president Mahama is as empty as the NDC government. And governance is not about wearing big batakari or fugu and speaking fluent English. It's about impacting the citizens with positive policies and programs that will directly or indirectly affect the lives of the citizenry. The question is, what happens to automatic posting to nurses, teachers, the 24-hour economy 133 jobs promise made to Ghanaians youth? What happens to 6,000 cities promise cocoa farmers? Galamsey fight NDC Mahama scam Ghanaians, and 2028 Ghanaians will show them the exits. Abdul Rahman Bako in Old Barrier. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, Saudin baby Afrifi. Good, Dana in charge of paying.
Pacho said the TN said, Ayana, MPP and this woman are quite better you say, if you are more. I am on fun of Grand to the Anaconda. Maybe I make us and say, and this in Nicatano. Fair or Canado, a loan. The time in 20%. And they are 20% no, and yet it's a travel from. I don't find a penalty.
Merase. Good morning, senior. Where are the 1 million jobs? NDC party supporters are demonstrating due to unemployment and locking government. I think I read this on the main media. Okay. Good morning, Nana. I hope this finds you well. You are really doing well for the nation. My comment is to offer Cletus. He is really doing well in exposing this current certain government. His contributions are indeed relevant. It brings clarity to the listeners on the dubious thing the NDC are doing. They are preaching virtue and practicing vice. They are gaslighting Ghanaians. Way free. Zaydan, good morning. Hello, good morning. Yes, sir. I don't pay me into your opinion.
COVID-19 by how did you man so I'm a man conference. Naku, Katama, young boy, if you go to theater, one more, not a pistol, not a PSC, no a pistol. I could afford it for one more model, and that yet chapter.
Okay, but I say also honum. My main message 1 or 2 in free or precona. Obi tenase true we are 8 with dear Golden Boy. Wow. From Golden Boy, Anas. Now, as I didn't call track them so go for Recruitment Youth Organizer. Or co-organizer. Or trauma himself cause say for Recruitment say let me greet Ken, the incoming organizer for NPRO, the incoming treasure, following Ghanaians, okay, Chama, okay, with the and Chankwa, Golden Boy and Opedi and Chankwa Mati, Medasi. And so, Hoda, many birthdays, but wait, every almighty crocodile. The incoming communication director for MPP Asante Achem North, I don't expect this government to say the Iran, Israel, and American war will affect our economy. I greet Chairman Koka Honorable Kwako in UK and Mr. Kessie of Stellas Pharmacy in Konongo. Okay, thank you. Yenya birthdays, no. MCR Yenya birthdays, no. Now Orlando Metenasi. Emba Power Mefani seat. Happy birthday to Wasti. Wasti, today is a brighter day. White in no crash. Wasti, happy birthday, gentlemen. Very handsome. Enjoy this moment. Yes, Senya Misha. Nena Domau. Emo afishapa, emo awodapa. Wasti. Happy birthday. Afe wenson koma vida. Owo tepa. Okay. Happy birthday. To you. Na ene wa wode yese nyame hia. Ene ni mobro huma. Nyame enfomfra dumu enkwa dumu. Nyame ma onsho bebre. Wakoma so ade nyina emrem. Happy birthday, beautiful one. Enjoy your day. Afe wenso enkoma chum kwabena. Happy birthday to Chum Kwabena, aka Starboy from Nyinahini. Starboy, you say I'm in Shabon. And then what day? Happy birthday, Starboy. Enjoy this moment with the blessings of God. Anna Way and so Ade Kwama Mwas from Rabia to of Sompa TV. Rabia to so my happy birthday. Or show the very best. Allah inshallah no nyokese. Wakuma so ade nyina emrem. And to Rabia to say enjoy this wonderful and amazing time. Mwas happy birthday to you. Ana we so Kwama Nuako Lorita of Ebuakwa. Happy birthday, beautiful lady. Today is an amazing day. Today is a special day. May you glow and grow. Happy birthday. Enjoy this day. Nyame show. Na onyo kese. Nyame nche wataba emu. Nyame ema dia openyina enso emrem nimremu. May God show you mercy, protect and give you long life to see what Almighty have for you the future. Amen. From Ebenezer Usuansa of Sompa FM, Sompa TV. Lorita, happy birthday. Sir, enso na happy birthday we koma Felicia Dankwa of Aguna SDA College of Education. Felicia Dankwa of Aguna SDA College of Education, level 200 student from Morino of Central SDA Church, Asante Aguna. Osine wa woda choma happy birthday and so ho. Ana way Kwama Lieutenant then couple private corporal where they say corporal Lance corporal where Lance corporal private kwakwa Benjamin 4B and Kumasi Sofulai. Wajuma pa ya mama da Ghana say happy birthday to you Lance corporal kwakwa nyame hwa no onye okese pa nyame famfri adumu enko adumu nyame enye okese nyame ma wo promotion no emrasa se ye trust you na ye judi se nyame de wo bekọ animu pa entine ye ma happy birthday enso ewo honum sanso anene your birthday happy birthday to Nana Kwame Aziajo of Dunkwa Atechem Nana happy birthday and then nyame sure don your case we free above K of Sompa 98.9 Abake of Sompa 106.5 ya ni Abake also my happy birthday Nana Kwame enjoy this day o say nyame sure ne do man wate nyame de ube free adumu akwadumu shenu sisa abakwe tawo achi de bia na fe yanya the last one waka be de na say embadi achiri happy birthday to Gaffred, today is your birthday. I want to let you know how much you mean to me and to express my gratitude for all of the years of affection. I wish you health and happiness as you enjoy your wonderful day. Newtown volleyball team wishes you well from Eric Ejako. Kwame Ejako of Sompa TV, Sompa FM, SD Hona Mobile Volley no association ni na SD for na dada Sunday for na monko asore no. Omko Saturday wi no match Sunday for na ko volley. Gaffred Jamisha no man kwatintin. Happy birthday Ejako do team